Hey everybody, it's Mr. Zach again with another Make It Monday, and this week we're going to be learning about surface tension. Last week's video we learned about air pressure by blowing up balloons inside of water bottles, but this week we're going to be using some glitter, some pepper, and some water and dish soap, and we're going to learn all about what happens when you introduce new liquids to different items. So it's going to be really easy to do at home, and I'll show you how to get started. Okay, so we have all of our materials. We just have a shallow container that we can put our water in, and I already have it filled up with water. We have a little bit of dish soap over here, and I put it in a little container so it's easier to use. Then we have some pepper and some glitter. So we're going to start with the pepper, and all we're going to do is just add some to the water. Now you'll notice that all the pepper stays in the middle of the water and it just kind of floats there. One of the reasons that pepper is able to float on top of the water is because pepper is actually lighter than the water itself. So right now it's just kind of in a neutral state and it's hanging out. But what happens if we were to add dish soap to the water? So I'm just going to take a little straw. You can use a toothpick, really anything that you can to get a little bit of dish soap. And what I'm going to do is just get a little bit of dish soap on the end of this straw. Now once I have that, I'm just going to add it to the middle of the water. That was pretty cool. Instantly, the minute I added the dish soap to the water, all of the pepper shot to the sides of the canister. I wonder why that happened. I'm not going to tell you guys the secret yet. Now we're going to actually try the same exact experiment, but we're going to use some glitter, and we're going to see if our results are any different. Okay, so in between having the pepper in the container, I actually went and cleaned out my container and added new water. It's really important that when you try a new material, you have to clean out the container, because any of the leftover dish soap or anything that you added inside the first time could possibly skew the results the second time you try it. So now that we have some clean water, and we have our glitter, we're going to try this and see what happens. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter. And you'll notice it kind of does the same thing that the pepper was doing, where it stays in a clump in the middle. So, we're going to go ahead and take some of our dish soap again. And let's see if when we add the dish soap, if it goes to the sides, kind of like the pepper did. Whoa, it did the exact same thing. And this time, I don't know if you can notice, but the glitter stayed in little bunches instead of spreading evenly. I would guess that the reason that is because the glitter is a little denser than the pepper, so it might clump together a little easier. So now that we did both of our experiments, the big question is, why does the pepper and why does the glitter shoot to the edges of the bowl whenever we add just a little bit of dish soap? I'm going to give you the answer. So now it's time for me to tell you why all of the glitter and the pepper shot to the edges of the container. The reason that the glitter and the pepper moved to the edge of the container once we added the dish soap is because of something called surface tension. Water has a natural surface tension because the water molecules are attracted to one another because they contain hydrogen. That means that the water molecules like to stick together and create a force that allows things that are lighter to them than them to float on top. It's also the same reason that water forms droplets on your car windows whenever it's raining. Now when we add dish soap, now we've combined two different liquids that have different surface tensions. The reason that the glitter and the pepper shoots to the edges is because of something called interface tension. Interface tension is when two different liquids that meet that don't like each other cause a force, like making the glitter and the pepper shoot to the edges of the bowl. And I think that's pretty cool.